Tell him why I'm gone. Take this hammer, carry it to the captain. Tell him I'm going home. I don't want your cold iron shackles around my leg. I don't want your cold iron shackles. In the letters it says, John Henry won't kill me no more. Give me the hammer that killed John Henry, cause it won't kill me. Give me the hammer that killed John Henry, cause it won't kill me. Kill John Henry. In the blood of sinners and saints.
Morning, JMC3. And blade I got before you today is the Holdout 2, Cold Steel's Holdout 2. Now, before I get into this, I'm going to let you know right off the bat, this is not what I would consider, if you're a first-time knife buyer or if you're looking for something for just everyday utility use, this is not the kind of blade you want to go to, at least my opinion. And that's all that you're ever going to get out of me is my opinion. I wouldn't choose this as, this is my first blade, this is going to be the first blade I give a nephew, a son, or whatever, a daughter. This is what I would consider something that you already have something that you want to use for defensive use, a primary defensive tool. You have a primary utility blade, and you want something extra. You know, you got some extra cash on you, so that's where this blade, and there are many blades that fit that category, and after you've collected blades for a while, you're gonna find yourself looking towards those type of blades, because it's always good to have a backup. So this is the Holdout 2, and this is Cold Steel's version of an ancient Scottish black knife. Now, when I looked up, you know, I had to look it up. You know, I don't have a PhD in knifeology. When I looked up the Skean Dhu, and that's DHU, that's Gaelic. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to beat me up on the pronunciations of some of this. For the Scottish warriors, the original black knife that they used was a fixed blade, and it had a dagger style blade to it, and this is more of a drop point, but it had a dagger style blade to it, and the handle itself was more of a contoured Coca-Cola bottle, that's the best way to describe it, style of handle, where it contoured in, came out to fit the palm, and contoured back in, so your index finger and your pinky kind of married into it, creating a non-slip grip. However, Cold Steel decided to go with this shape, so it tapers down the way your hand does when you grip it. Now, for any other material, I would have not even looked at it. But when I found out they used their G10 on it, and Cold Steel always has a very aggressive G10. When I got this blade, they went overboard. This is the most aggressive G10 I've ever dealt with on a knife before. And as with any knife, you know, wear and tear, and after you've handled it a couple of thousand times, it's going to wear down slightly. But you're not going to be using this blade every day or handling it every day in that fashion to where you're going to get years of use out of this blade, is what I'm trying to say. Now, to get the specs out of the way, the handle itself is 5 inches. The blade length on the holdout 2 is 4 inches even. The blade's weight, and for its size, you got 9 inches of blade here. Well, 9 inches of knife. The weight on it is 4.2 ounces. And give or take an ounce. You have right or left carry, pocket clip, but you're stuck with tip up carry only. Now, when I originally got this, because I got a pair of boots, I was looking for a boot knife. That was my main intent for this blade. But once I got it, the aggressive nature of this side, the G10, kind of prevented me, because it was putting some wear and tear on my knife, on my socks, and then putting some wear and tear on my skin after wearing it for a while. And yes, I did wear it in my boots for a while. I try to put the knife to the test before I actually do a review on it, just so I can give you guys a better view, or a better review. The pocket clip, the way it stands out, I would have preferred a black pocket clip, because this really stands out against the black G10. Now, it looks nice, but as far as concealment, I have no problem with the pocket clip itself. I just wish it was black. There are no liners in this blade. I'm hoping I can get you a good look in there and you can see that this is all G10. And it's aggressive, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, as far as, and you're going to get a lot of people who do not like this knife because of the design of the handle, where there's a fear that your hand is going to slip up on it. Now, my hand engulfs the blade, engulfs the handle itself, and the jimping here is, I'm going to say, is pretty much for looks, because in a thrusting manner, I don't see this stopping my thumb from anything. Maybe if they had arched it back, it would have been a little bit more functional, but as it stands, it's more of a design feature. The pocket clip can be pushed, can be taken and switched for right or left carry, but as it stands, mine is and as it comes, is for right-handed use. But you can take a flat head to it and flip it over. Now, like I was saying before, I don't really have a worry of this blade slipping out of my hand, because of the aggressive nature of the G10, and actually the holes that they put in here actually does give your fingers a place, especially when you're making transitions, to rest in. As all cold steel knives, it comes razor sharp out the box. Now, the problems I have with it is the thumb stud is slick for this blade. This has happened to me more than once, my hand slipping off it. If there was just a little texture to it, a couple of notches, it would have been a little better. Let me give you guys a look. I mainly, since I decided not to wear it as a boot knife, this is a back pocket knife for me. And I'm going to give you guys a little look how that sits in there. It's pretty deep. And at 4.2 ounces, you do forget it's there. Well, if you got a backside as big as mine, you forget it's there. Messing up my design. Now, I don't know if the camera's going to catch it. I took some sandpaper to this pretty aggressively, and maybe a little more so than I had to. You can just tell I kind of wore it down. I could have stopped to where it blended in nicely, but it was late at night and I kind of got carried away. But you will need to do something to this, or it will tear anything it comes in contact with up totally. So this is JMC 3 with a quick review, or at least what I call a quick review, of the holdout, the Cold Steel Holdout 2. This comes in a 3-inch version, and this is the 4-inch version, which is the 2. And later on this year, I heard they're coming out with the Holdout 1, which is going to be a 6-inch version of this blade. And I'm going to be honest with you, I like this blade a lot. I'm probably going to get the other two just to have the complete set. And if you're looking for something a little bit more contoured, they have another series of blades out that fit the boot knife description, and I believe it's called the Counterpoint. So this is JMC 3 giving you a quick look at the Cold Steel Holdout 2. And I'm going to just for the sake of argument, I want to end this on some confetti use. Wishing you guys a good day. JMC 3 out.